for Tennessee. Don Daly, Owen Short, Vladimir Boyar-Tadal are the three officials here today, and it'll be Denzel Aberdeen.
Individual defender. He's going to have to be physical with Gillespie.
Yelovich switches on to Gillespie with the shot clock running down. And an unbelievably high arcing three.
Into the body of the defender. But here's the three. Get the switch with Yelovich, a step back over the bigger defender.
Yelovich making his second start in a row. Now Owe back into Yelovich. Pretty feed for the first bucket of the day for the Wildcats.
Excuse me, Jasper Johnson. I said Jalen Lowe. Jasper Johnson. I mean, they're going to go after him defensively.
Corner three will drop for Bishop Boswell. Win over A&M. Career highs in both points and rebounds. Johnson puts up a three, and the lefty drops it through.
He was 12 of 17 from the field over that two-game stretch.
And again, had the game winner at the buzzer against LSU on Wednesday. Carey creating some space, and he's awfully good at that.
He really does a great job of sealing and carving out that space because he can get lower than Malachi Marino.
Yelovich open for three. Count it. Yelovich beat the Wildcats in the Sweet 16. Overall, Kentucky holds the edge 163 to 79 as a long three goes down. Vanderbilt transfer right into the chest of Marino. Switches to the left, but it won't go.
Another close-in shot that Tennessee missed. And I'm not sure that this is the best passing lineup that Kentucky can have out on the floor.
Gillespie lost it, but a tip by Estrella bounces it out to Evans, who calmly buries a three.
Boy, that tip is a big play by Estrella.
Can't finish it.
Well, Brown did a good job of walling up and got into Yelovich's body when he was going up.
Now Brown at the offensive end to lay it in. Misses the three. Right now the Volunteers on an 11-0 run. Jasper Johnson will end that. Boy, is that a nice looking shot.
But you're not going to be more open running 5-on-5 offense against Tennessee. You take the openings in transition where they are.
Yeah, Rick Barnes wants to force the Cats into as much 5-on-5 as he can. Keep them out of transition.
One-on-one in the post is going to be in Kentucky's favor. It's been too easy for Tennessee to get the ball inside.
Corner three for Colin Chandler.
Another guy, you have to make him put it on the deck.
Gillespie, a nice hustle by Otega Owe to knock it away from behind. Sometimes Rick Barnes tells us the assistants have to say to him, hey Rick, you got to give him a break every now and again. Getting a break now. Boswell might have had that altered by Chandler.
Kentucky's got some matchups they can take advantage of right now.
Screened by Diabate. Johnson, the lefty, up and in, and he's had the last 17 in the loss to Florida, 23 in the win over LSU. And give him an assist, a nice post feed into Akpara, who did the rest. The five.
Now watch the angle that Akpara gets. That pass led him right into his move, and he just pushed Marino back and was able to dunk it. But give Ament credit for getting using improve his passing angle. That was a veteran play by a freshman.
Drive and finish there by Diabate to make it a 7-point game as we near the midway point of the first half here in Knoxville. He'll use the screen from Carey. Diabate the switch.
And now you got Noah having to guard Carey.
Gillespie, though, takes matters into his own hands and knocks down the 13-footer. High ball turnovers, and Tennessee has turned those turnovers into 7 points. Gillespie, nice feed. Carey, blocked by Marino.
Well, you just got to go right into him. That was the biggest flip of a switch I've ever seen.
And here's how good of a guy Rick Barnes was. I was unable to get here in time, so for practice yesterday, saw him today. A double-digit lead here in Knoxville. 8 assists on 11 made field goals and just 1 turnover in about 12.5 minutes of basketball. There's another basket by Gillespie and another assisted basket as well. Very good defender on him and Owe. And now back to Gillespie with 10 on the shot clock. Great little pocket pass. Brown, who finishes strong.
Just that middle screen and roll, and Brown got out of it quick.
To the game. One of the guys coming out right now is Dwayne Brown II, but he's had a big impact on this one.
When you get that middle ball screen, and because
take advantage, maybe come to that SEC logo, try to make a play out of there. It'll be Carey here. Kicks it back out. Abram. Got it.
Abram is a good three-point shooter. Good job to chase him off that three-point line.
Chandler, nice pass. Johnson in and out of his hands, gets it back and hits. A broken play, but they finally get a basket. Back to your point about Tennessee as a team not converting enough around the rim.
Yeah, you can't get easier opportunities. You got to make those.
Chandler buries a three, and a little spark here for the visitor. Gamble there. Chandler comes down with it, and now Kentucky can try to run some offense 5-on-5. Johnson, 2 more. He's got a dozen, and it's a 10-point game.
One. I mean, they've had some opportunities, and then just not getting organized defensively. Brandon Garrison screening off.
A&M played 43 of the 50 minutes. Gillespie stumbled, regains his feet, and knocks down the baseline J. And that will be Tennessee ball. That is not over and back because there was no possession before the ball went into the backcourt. It was just a loose ball. Carey takes the feed from Gillespie, smothered by Marino. Boswell was just taken out of the game after that pass and got an earful from his coach. A three for Aberdeen, and Kentucky has it into single digits.
And Aberdeen just pulled up.
Tennessee again gets it over. Amen with the finish.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. It was a great cut by Nate Ament. That's how you break pressure to score.
And that is his first field goal of the afternoon. Don't look now, though. Denzel Aberdeen has gotten hot. Aberdeen steps in. Off to Williams. Good recovery there by Gillespie. Williams keeps the dribble alive and reverses it up and in.
Boy, really nice move by Cam Williams.
Trying to get by Brown. Can't. Diabate trying to make the play. Spins to the strong side.
Goaltending.
Count the basket. A goaltending call on Felix Akpara. Boswell off to Brown, and when Brown gets the ball, he's got one thing on his mind, and that is getting to the tip.
Just concentrate on scoring.
Diabate, lefty up, and that
was
ball
on the
looked
rim.
like it was on the rim. Yeah,
that's no good.
Wave it off. They're down only 6 right now.
And that was a really big call to get them to 2 possessions.
Deep one for Gillespie.
Defend, rebound. I mean, he's relentless. Chases down every loose ball. What a bad pass.
Gillespie turns it over. Aberdeen finds Diabate. Got his miss and lays it in. Akpara, he won't shoot it from there.
Good fake.
Amen steps in and hits it. The Volunteers needed that.
That shot fake.
Crowd back into it here as well. Marino one-on-one with Akpara. Chandler. It goes. Gillespie the kick.
Can't let him reject that.
Amen for 3. And Amen is feeling it and heating up here in the second half. Tennessee by 7. Not for long. Aberdeen is hot as well. Kentucky's got it down to 4 again. Gillespie gets a piece of the paint. Blocked by Marino. Oh, did Johnson get away with a walk? Loose ball at the other end belongs to Tennessee.
Boy, what an opportunity for Kentucky.
Lots of traffic and a chance for 3 for Amari Evans. This is the first game of a very busy day in the SEC, including a terrific game coming up next between a couple of ranked teams. It'll be Florida at Vandy right after us on ESPN.
Got a switch. Now Diabate being guarded by Gillespie.
Aberdeen, who's been big here in the second half, steps in. Soft touch to knock it down.
Boy, he's been the offense in this second half for Kentucky.
Spin by Gillespie. Evans hesitates and hits. Just enough right now to keep Kentucky at arm's length. Owe. Got it. He needed that. They needed that. And it's down to 3.
And if you go to block the shot, that opens up the offensive glass.
Marino with great low position, and he is going to the line with a chance for 3. Interviews are as good as his ability on the field.
Maybe he doesn't put his dirty clothes in the hamper.
Amen. Driving to the basket, and he's going to the line. Shot clock at 5. Aberdeen's a long way from the basket. Keeps the dribble alive and finishes. Trying to get the ball to Carey. Now calls for a screen. Rejects it again. Feeds Carey. Lays it in. Better than 21,000. Diabate blocked.
Boy, Kentucky has had point-blank opportunities that they haven't finished.
Owe comes up with a loose ball and finishes. Recent minutes, a pick six, something he is awfully good at. And this game is close. Offensive rebound, Diabate. Floater, Aberdeen. Three-point game. Chandler gets it back. Drives on Carey. Finds Diabate, and it's a one-point game. Not using a timeout. Telling Gillespie what he wants him to run. Oh, it's stolen by Chandler. Owe, and Kentucky has its first lead of the afternoon.
But it was perfectly read. Just not a very smart pass at all by Jacoby Gillespie, but perfect.
Turnover story has reversed itself from the first half. A miss on the free throw, but an offensive rebound. You can see about a 13-14 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Tennessee will play the possession out. Aberdeen the drive, and he hits. What a second half for Denzel Aberdeen.
What an amazing comeback by Kentucky.
And Rick Barnes will use a timeout.
Got Diabate guarding Gillespie, and he's face guarding and not going to let him get the ball.
Down to 8 seconds. Henderson into the game. Too strong on the three. And a foul is called on Diabate. He has fouled out of the game. Only 2.6 seconds remain, though. You need to deliberately miss it.
I think there's a lot that can go wrong with deliberately missing it, but you can certainly.
2.6 to go. Deliberate miss. Tipped. Carey had it. And the game will end with Kentucky pulling off a win here in Knoxville. And now we got some pushing and shoving between Carey and Owe. And the coaching staffs are trying to get in the middle of the players to make sure the lid doesn't blow off of this one. The deliberate miss, it's loose. Carey almost had it, got it, but by that time the game had ended. And then it got a little heated, and it was Carey shoving Owe. Owe may have said something to him, and Jalen Carey shoved him again. The coaching staffs got in between them, and fortunately it didn't get any worse than that.
Yeah, good job by the officials there to get in there and the coaches to make sure that this didn't escalate into something really ugly.
And Mark Pope getting down there, grabbing Garrison. The game is over. The Wildcats win and extend their winning streak to 3. All 3 of them coming back from double-digit deficits. What a game. 80-78 Kentucky over Tennessee.